The weather this week was
great. Really great.
Yeah, as bad as expected, but it actually got worse and worse and worse. And it kind of showed that with the forecast, so I took advantage and actually did more training than I was expecting to through the whole week. So it was actually meant to be a deload week, but to be honest, it didn't really turn into a deload week. It was like a slightly lighter week, but not that much so. I did put a commitment 4, so it should have been a deload, but then it really comes down to how you execute each individual session as to how fatigued you can be from the week. I also added in a power session on the Monday straight away as well. So already then it was looking more like a commitment 5 than a commitment 4, but still. I managed to get a lot of training done, helped by the fact that we actually went away for 2 days as well. So
Spirits are high.
we actually only went 45, 50 minutes away and stayed in a small apartment with some other athletes, and that was really fun. Get away, slightly different area, and we used the ski slope there to do a lot of efficient training. One big day, Killian came up, and me, him and Petter did a lot of reps, and it wouldn't have been possible alone, but in the end we ended up with 5,000 meters worth of elevation gain just doing this 450 meter rep over and over again. Actually, you can see the data here, and you can see like how I'm not working like it's not really easy. It's still relatively hard working, and this is the idea with those sessions. And it's actually a new session that we've written into the app as well. So under endurance, there's now a progressive long cross-training workout, which is exactly what I've been doing with Killian, where you work hard for a long time, but progressively so you get harder. And in this, we actually broke it up into 2. So we went progressively harder up until the middle, and then we dropped back again and did a few easier reps before progressing up again, and then doing a little bit of a cool down rep. So these sessions, they're really big, they're really tiring, but they're really effective. The main thing is normally I need to do a little bit of a rest the day after, and I need to fuel these sessions really well so I can handle them, not explode during the session, and then not be completely dead for many days afterwards. So that was a really good session, and those sessions with Petter and Killian have been really helpful for my fitness over the past weeks. You can actually see from the fitness graph on Strava how each big spike up is pretty much a session with Killian. So it's really fun to have like some great athletes to be training with, learning a lot and gaining some great fitness as well. The finger, I mentioned last week that I'd hurt my finger, and it got steadily better and better. I took a lot of time off. I didn't hang or climb. Then actually I managed to start doing some hang workouts, and they went fine, and the finger still carried on improving. So I ended up doing quite a few grip strength workouts this week as well. I've got a great system. It's actually in the app for grip strength. And the idea is you have something to hang from. I use a beast maker, and I use the 20mm ledge, but you can use pretty much anything you want to hang from. And then you do a max test, which is actually in the app there. I can show you. It's called dead hang repeaters. And then the idea is that you, so you've got this benchmark test here, and I do a benchmark test, and then for each of the 3 workouts, the app will then suggest to me how much weight I should be hanging with. So then what I do is I've got a pulley system that I've made, so that way I can remove weight off my body. So the idea is it's quite tough to hang with all your body weight, but I want to hang for an extended period of time. So I use a pulley system to remove the weights. That way I can do all these workouts, and once I've done this benchmark test in the app will then actually tell me what weights I should be using for the different parts of those workouts. So that's been really fun, and that means it's really controlled, and I could hang with confidence that I wasn't going to hurt my finger further, because I'm working less hard than if I'm just sort of like hanging to max, and it's in a very controlled environment. So that's been fun to get back to that, and I even managed to go climbing today as well, which was a bonus, but I tried not to do anything too strenuous. And then again, I've only run 2 sessions this week, 1 recovery run and 1 tempo flat. I think from now on, maybe I'm going to start adding in an extra run per week because January is now nearly behind us and we're heading into February. So at some point I am going to have to start ramping up the running and capitalize on all the fitness I've made on the skis, but get my running legs back. Again, I did the tempo flat on the treadmill. I again did it on 3%, the same as I have done for the previous weeks. And I again performed much better than I have been over the past weeks as well. So continuing with good progression. I did the standardized warm up again, slightly harder than it was last week, but then last week was a little bit too good to be true. And then much faster on the speed as well. I did the progression 2 of the pyramid intervals workout this week. So felt really good. I did it on the 3% and I worked from 16.8 kilometers now up to 17.2 for the last reps, which are only 2 minutes. So that was a lot of fun, and I'm looking forward to next weekend because there's a local-ish skimo race that I'll be going to. So that means I put in some training races into the app, and yeah, so I'm going to take them as training. So that means the Tempo Hills workout will be the individual skimo race, which is on the Saturday, and I think probably the power workout I put down as the vertical race, which is on the Sunday. So it's not really comparable, those two. It's not really going to be power, but that's the workout that I'm going to sacrifice in order to do that race. So that means that running workout that I've been doing on Sundays lately, I'll have to do that during the week. So I'll probably put that on Wednesday or Thursday and get that done a little bit earlier. But thankfully my calves are slowly getting acclimatized to that running, so they're not that stiff now. So I should definitely be able to handle that by the middle of next week, and I'll continue progressing through the progressions. Like I said, it was the progression 2 of the pyramid intervals, so maybe it'll be progression 2 of either pacing game or the 4-minute intervals next week. Yeah, looking forward to it. Still on that training wave, feeling good, ready for more, and that's the most important thing. Just got to keep grinding away. Looking forward to the summer already.